Man, I often get people ask me, well, not ask me, just tell me, like, why are you not talking about this? Or you should be talking about this. Like the new Jujutsu Kaisen or the things that are trending. Sadly, I can't always get to those, but eventually I do try to catch up, especially because I try anime to still be fun, when you make a YouTube channel and you make content for that YouTube channel, if you're not careful, you start seeing everything as content. And that's something that I'm trying to avoid at all costs because anime is such a huge part of my life and I love it so much that I would hate it to become just business and content instead of enjoyment. So I wanted to talk about something that I've been enjoying a lot, and it's one of the things that, oh my god, I why did it take me so long to watch this thing? I mean, not you guys know. I mean, come on. I think this is going to be something that everyone already knew except for me, but you guys know that I'm not necessarily a huge fan of mechas. Even though Attack on Titan is like a flesh mecha style anime in a way, and it's my favorite anime of all. I'm not a particularly huge fan of mechas, and I've always prided myself to be not necessarily a particularly fan of anything. I just try to be like, yeah, I just like all of whatever I like, and I do tend to have that approach. If I like it, I like it, and I will be the first one to defend it. But I never like necessarily saw that I had like an inclination to like a specific genre. Shonen, I'm good. Comedy, I'm good. Seinen, I'm good. Sojo, yeah, fuck it. Yuri, if it's good, go for it. Yaoi, hey, little dick sucking is not bad for the doctor. So I noticed that there is actually a genre that I've been gravitating towards lately. And this show absolutely cemented that I'm going through my romantic comedy phase. The show in question is My Love Story with Yamada-Kun at level 999, which is this little thing right here. And it's the story of Akane. I think her name is Akane. Yeah, it's Akane who little mild spoilers for the first like two episodes. Little Akane, she gets broken up by a guy who falls in love with another girl that he met online, and on like a World of Warcraft type of game. So out of spite, she goes into the game and she encounters some people that are like in her guild, and then just to kind of make the now ex-boyfriend jealous, she goes to an event all pretty and everything to make him regret his decision. And she runs into a member of her own guild, which is this guy, Yamada-Kun, or just Yamada. This guy, and he's following the now popular trope of the guy who's kind of like quiet and reserved. He's kind of good looking, but um, he doesn't really get along with society very well. And we've seen that plenty of times, like for example with My Dress Up Darling. Gojo was very he was attractive and everything, but he was socially awkward, and he had this thing about like not being good interacting with women, especially. So here we have the same premise, and the premise can be the same. We've known this for millions of times. The premise is absolutely the same. It's the way they present it. Is it fun? Is it relatable? And let me tell you, this show is absolutely that. It's very relatable, and but not because I feel like, oh, I've gone through that. I'm literally Yamada-Kun. No, it's just because the way it's written, the characters are presented in a very real way. I like the way they present the characters because they seem very human, and the interaction that they have is very real. And I was wondering why specifically I'm going through my romantic comedy phase, and it's honestly because I like to see a little bit of reality, like real kind of interactions between people, and see them develop closeness. And this show is like textbook on that because we see this to kind of develop those feelings for each other, but in a very natural way, which I think is very important for a romantic comedy to kind of have um, that sense of natural progression, you know, uh, where it doesn't happen overnight. And I mean, we've all seen the meme where you have like in a American series or something on the first episode or the second, they're already like having sex doggy styles and shit. But here, like you go through 10 seasons and they barely like touch hands at a park bench and everyone get like super excited while no one reacted on the sex scenes on the American television. Like I can assure you, a lot of people were fangirling about them, like barely touching shoulders on the train, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, that was so fucking cute," as opposed to She-Hulk having sex with Daredevil. Like I assure you, no one was like, "Oh, that is such a cute ship. I'm shipping She-Devil." No one was. But I love the way they earn their feelings, and it's pretty funny. Like the style of animation. This is done by Mad Bones, I think. I think it is. Um, but the style of animation is really, really, really interesting because they have this, like the background is always melting. You have moments where the characters are just against this kind of like pastel color amalgamation of background and nothingness, and just to highlight the characters. And here, obviously, the main thing are the characters, the story, give or take. But the characters are absolutely adorable, and I love every single one of them. I think they decided to have a very small cast, make a very intimate story, and one that I absolutely love. As you can see, I am already about to watch episode 10, and then up all the way up to episode 13. So I haven't finished it as of the recording of this video, but I plan on doing that like as soon as possible because I've enjoyed this a lot. And if you haven't, and this seems to be like up your alley, then awesome. Check it out. Um, I haven't really wanted to do reviews for animes because I always feel in this paradox of not knowing exactly how to rate something because I feel like it's very subjective the way you experience something. So I've decided to kind of do style like this. I'm going to give you my experience and kind of my thoughts on that particular anime, and if you feel like it's worth your while, you can watch it. If it's not, then you don't. Let me know if you like this type of style. And that's it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.